And we begin with breaking news. Philadelphia's schools will open on time, but the district is making significant cuts to make it happen. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Yuki Washington.
And I'm Pat Shiraki. In an announcement carried live here on Eyewitness News, School Superintendent William Hite said this, that those cuts will impact everything from bus service to school security. Eyewitness News reporter Jan Carabeo was live for us outside district headquarters with all of the details. Jan?
Pat and Yuki, that's right. We now know, parents, students, teachers, and staff, after waiting all summer, when school will reopen. It'll reopen on September 8th, and that is an on-time opening. Dr. William Hite, the superintendent of schools here, made that announcement just a short time ago, but he says in order to open schools on time, he's going to have to make what he calls temporary cuts.
For the sake of minimizing disruptions for families and for the sake of educating children, we have made the decision to make a series of additional difficult and hopefully temporary cuts in order to open schools on time.
Still facing an $81 million budget shortfall, Superintendent William Hite says temporary cuts are needed if he's to open schools on time on September 8th. Those cuts touch everything from transportation to security. The district is cutting transportation services to students who live within 2 miles of their school building, meaning some 7,500 high school students will have to find a different way to school. The district is also leaving police officer vacancies unfilled, meaning 27 more elementary schools will have to share officers. Hite adds that professional development is getting cut and schools will even be cleaned less frequently. The superintendent calls these cuts temporary, working on the assumption that the cigarette tax will pass once lawmakers get back to work in Harrisburg next month.
We considered a set of public assurances we have received from the governor and the House Majority Leader that they will do everything they can to ensure that cigarette tax authorized in legislation is passed when the General Assembly returns next month.
And today, no announcement about any layoffs, but Hite warns that if this school district doesn't get more money very soon, we could be in this very same position mid-October with more cuts and this time layoffs. It's also important to note that that cigarette tax wouldn't completely plug this budget hole. So the superintendent is also asking the teachers union to make concessions, namely in their benefits. We'll have much more on this developing story over at CBS Philly. That's online and at 5 and 6 o'clock tonight. We're reporting live outside School District Headquarters. Jan Carabeo, CBS 3 Eyewitness News.
All right, Jan.